So I'm a math professor, right, at a university, and today is the first day of classes. And during the first day of classes, you're supposed to do some sort of icebreaker. And I hate icebreakers. As a student, I hated icebreakers, and as a professor, I hate running icebreakers. And what's the point of the icebreaker anyway when I end up forgetting what they say, everyone's nervous, nobody wants to do it, and I end up forgetting the names of the students of what they do. And only later, during the regular course of the lectures, I ask questions, ask their names, and end up getting to know the students that way. When they give me homework and I grade it, I give it back to them. So I learn the students' names, I know how to interact with them. So what do I get out of this icebreaker? So what if, instead of an icebreaker, I run an ice builder? The complete opposite of an icebreaker. So what would be an ice builder? If the goal of an icebreaker is to, get to know your students a little bit, for the students to know each other, and to create some nice atmosphere, then an ice builder, I would have to know less about the students after the ice builder that I knew at the beginning. They would have to know nothing about each other and create some sense of animosity among the students themselves. What kind of activity would achieve that? So I was talking to my kids about this yesterday, and we came up with 2 different ice builders. So here's an idea for an ice builder, and it's sort of like a prisoner's dilemma of icebreakers. So the first step is for everyone in the classroom to fill out an index card with their name and whether they want to have an icebreaker in the classroom. And assuming that nobody wants to have an icebreaker, so what happens is that if everyone in the classroom says, yes, I want to have an icebreaker, then no one has to have an icebreaker. But if one person in the classroom responds, no, I don't have an icebreaker, I don't want to have an icebreaker, then that person gets to not to participate in the icebreaker, and everyone else has to do the icebreaker. But if 2 or more people respond that they do not want to have an icebreaker, then the people that said yes, they don't have to participate in the icebreaker, but the people that said no are the ones that have to introduce themselves and do all the rigmarole of an icebreaker. So what kind of a strategy do you follow in that icebreaker? So would this actually work as an icebreaker? And I think it would, because as I said, in a regular icebreaker, I end up losing track of who's who, and only later I get to know their names. But with this, I think we would all laugh about it, and it would perhaps create a more relaxed environment to begin with, because it would be funny. So what do you think? Do you like icebreakers anyway?